some food.
You know what's good when you got to do this?
Yes, you know the food is good when you dance the child.
Hey guys, what's up? It's your girl JAmoah and welcome back to season 2 of Cooking with JAmoahSpeaks. I know, I took a little break, I was working on a few things, but your girl is back in the kitchen and I'm super excited for this season. Listen, you guys are in for a treat. And for my first episode, I'm bringing the heat, okay? Listen, this girl is phenomenal. She is a powerhouse singer. She's an amazing chef. She's a woman of God, and she's a certified baddie. So without further ado, please help me in welcoming my first guest of season 2, my girl, Geneviva. I'm good. Listen, you better. Hello.
Hey guys.
Oh my goodness, I'm good. I'm super excited. Listen, guys, she is about, you see the spread, it's about to go down. You already know it's about to go down. We're gonna have so much fun today. We're gonna talk about how you got started in singing, all the businesses you're running. I know you have a catering business as well. And it would not be a girl's chat if we don't talk about boys and relationships. Okay, so this is gonna be a really fun episode. So before you guys even do anything, make sure you guys like, click, subscribe, share, do all that good stuff, and we're gonna get right into it. So before we get started, we have this beautiful spread here. So let us know what we're gonna be making, and we're gonna get right into it.
So I'm gonna need you guys' help with the name of this dish.
Right.
I just came up with this about 2-3 weeks ago.
Yeah.
So I would call it like pepper, butter, garlic, shrimp.
It's
seasoned with some garlic flavored rice.
Ooh.
So we have here the salt.
Yes.
We have some Dano.
Yes.
We have some parsley just to zhuzh it up and make it cute,
Hey.
Then we have this Obey seasoning. It's gonna be one of the main seasonings that we use to flavor the shrimp.
Perfect.
We have some paprika.
Yes.
We have a little bit of complete seasoning. Curry is a must. Curry is a must.
Okay.
And then we have a little bit of oil. We won't use it much, just to get the fire going.
Right.
And then some butter. Now, if you're Ghanaian, you need some Maggie. So we're gonna use a little bit of Maggie.
Yes.
Got some chopped up garlic, Scotch bonnet pepper, some red onions, and some green, red, and orange peppers, sweet peppers. Our rice, our shrimp, and then some veggies.
Come on now.
So
it's giving a balanced diet.
Okay, guys. It's amazing.
Amazing. Awesome. I'm super excited. And listen, guys, we definitely want to make sure that as you see us do this, do your own rendition as well. We want to see how you guys come up with this. But this is so good. And I feel like it's actually kind of healthy too. Like, you know what I mean? Like, this is really good, healthy alternative. If you can't eat shrimp, you can take the shrimp out and do some things. Chicken. Yeah, you can remix it. Oh, that's true. Yes. You can do tofu. You can do so many different variations of it. But for today's episode, we're doing that shrimp.
Yes,
All right, so let's get started.
Okay.
Yes.
So first, we've washed our hands. We're going to wash again because we know the people like to judge. The shrimps have been washed and cleaned and everything already. Yes. So what we're going to do first, we're just going to throw the seasonings in there, guys. I do not measure. I go and I taste as I go, and if you need a little something at the end, you add it, okay? But just be soft with the hands. Don't be too heavy. Don't be too heavy.
Like, y'all, if y'all have never heard this girl sing, it's not like she can sing, she can sing. Like, seriously, she is such a powerhouse, honestly. So I just want to know, like, for you, how did you get started with singing? Like, how did that become a thing? Was it something that you just always had a knack for as a kid, or like, let us know about your journey.
Where do I even begin? So
yes, and I'm gonna put the rice. So I'm gonna just start boiling the rice.
So I would say I got into music around the age of maybe like 4 or 5.
Oh, wow.
I was part of a choir, so I actually started out directing. Crazy.
Wait, at 4
but
or 5?
I was, yes.
No.
I directed.
So this was
this was back in Ghana.
Oh,
so I was born here, and then I moved there when I was 1. Came back when I was 6. Long story. But I started with directing. So yeah, I directed, girl.
What?
We did competitions, and I was up there.
Hey.
So that's where it started. And then when I came here, and I started elementary school. I was part of the choir, so started from elementary school, middle school to high school. I've always been into the arts.
Wow.
So I've always been singing, doing plays, acting.
Wow.
But when I got to high school, I think that's when I really honed in on my singing. I also play the piano, the drums, and the bass.
What? Nah, you better stop playing. She said, let me throw those songs.
Yeah, so I play the piano, the drums, the bass, but mainly the drums. So before singing, I actually started with drumming. So I started drumming at the age of 7.
What?
Yeah.
And you just learned, like, you just...
I literally, okay, so we were at church and there were no instrumentalists or anything. And I literally was like, okay, I want to try and play the drums.
Wow.
No one was there, and I just sat there and I started
You were
playing.
just naturally gifted.
Yes.
Like, wow.
Yes. So then after like a couple of years, I was like, you know what? The drums is not girly enough for me. I'm a girl and I don't see any girls playing the drums. So I said, let me start singing.
Wow.
And that's
amazing.
It's a Scotch bonnet pepper. Now this is very spicy. If you don't like spicy, I'd say to use like some
maybe to use like half of it, or not to use it at all?
Like half of it, or you can use powdered pepper so you can control it.
Okay.
But this is spicy. Now normally for me, I use like 3. Yes, for me, I use like 3.
Members are like, try it.
But for today,
yes.
You know what? I'll be nice. Let's use half. We're not gonna use the whole thing. We're not gonna use the whole thing. We're gonna use half. And the hottest part of this is the seeds.
Oh, so you
if you don't want it hot, but you want that peppery smoke flavor, take out the seeds.
Okay.
But if you want that African spice,
put the seeds. Hey,
okay.
You want to kill us.
So we're just gonna chop it up real tiny.
Yes, and just so we know, we do have the water boiling for the rice, so that's there.
We could actually put the butter in the.
So we're gonna add some butter. That gives it a nice little something. I'll get you a spoon.
And then I'm gonna show you guys how I make my rice perfectly. Like Jasmine rice, you just have to have the right amount of water to the rice. Too much water, not good, and too little water, not good. So I'm gonna show you. You know your rice is clean when like there's no white stuff in the front.
Yes.
Okay. So you see there's not a lot of white stuff in here. So that's how you know your rice is clean. Now I'm gonna show you how to make sure you have like the right measurements, because you know we don't really measure.
That's true. That's true.
Okay, so this is the trick that I use. So you're gonna take your finger, right? And you're gonna go all the way to the bottom of the rice, and you're gonna measure where the actual rice stops. Inside. You see this? And then you're gonna go on top of the rice to the water part and make sure that's even.
Oh,
am I making sense, guys?
That's a really cool trick.
You see what I'm saying?
That's a really cool
so
trick.
That's what I do to make sure
so you
water
put your
to
finger,
rice.
so you put it in the bottom.
Yep, all the
I
way
always love adding that butter to the rice because I just feel like that just gives it extra flavor with the salt and everything.
So I think we're good to go, right? So we can put this on the stove. Yeah, you can use tofu, you can use chicken, you can use lobster.
Oh, fancy.
Okay. Guys, we're not gonna throw this out because we're gonna use it later.
And this is like a quick get up and go. And if you have a rice cooker, you just put it in the rice cooker. You can take your shower, do whatever you need to do, and your food is ready. So I actually think this is a pretty quick meal.
This is a very quick meal.
This is a cute date night meal too. You know.
Listen, girl. Little one.
We gonna get into that. We gonna get into that.
Okay, so now you see this, guys. After we took the shrimp out, all this sauce, we're gonna leave it in there, and we're gonna start putting our veggies in there. Okay.
Perfect. So all that flavor, all that seasoning, it's just all gonna marinate with the onion.
And if it looks like it's drying up, or there's like it needs like some water, you can like add some more butter in there, and then a little bit water from this sauce that we're gonna use. So now we're gonna add in the peppers.
So good,
guys. This.
You know it's good when you do. Like we said earlier, this is a quick meal. She's a chef. She already knows how to do this. Bam, 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 shabam. But for those of us who are not seasoned chefs, again, this is not a meal that's going to take too long at all. All right. So, Genevieve, we talked a lot about singing and the talents and all of these good stuff, but you know, like I said, it's not a girls' chat if we don't talk about the boys. So we're going to talk about relationships real quick, all right? So get some tea, get a little biscuit, get a little something. We're gonna get into it. All right, so we want to know, right? Because I mean, you've been in your Apollo, you've done all these great things, ugly friends, like all these amazing things. So for those of the men who's just watching, we want to know: are you single? Are you dating? What are you looking for? What are you praying for? Like, what is it that for you is something like? First of all, let's talk about: are you single? Are you dating? And then we'll talk about what you really looking for.
So
come this way. They have to see the face. They have to see the face of the one.
Okay, hold on. So
yes. Yay!
Your girl is single, guys.
Yay.
I am single and open for dating.
Yes, I love it. I love it. I love that.
Yes.
So what are you looking for? Because I'm like that too. I feel like for me, like there'll be people around, but like there's not somebody that I'm like, ooh, this is the one, or I found the one. Yeah, I feel like God is truly bringing that person.
Yeah.
So that's how I see it too. And I know we've had a chat about that too, just like relationships and stuff. But like for you, what are you looking for? Like, what are some of the things that would make you feel like this is somebody that I could actually get into a relationship with? Because nowadays, listen, people that could be cute, Christian, all that, that's not enough.
Girl, listen.
That's not enough. Like, you know, people will see you with someone and think, oh, you guys are together. And it's like, no, we're just friends. You know, so I definitely do think that finding somebody to marry, that's a big deal. That's a huge deal, especially with everything going on. So I do think that people should be very mindful of who you date. You shouldn't just date because, oh, he's cute or she's pretty or whatever. Like, there has to be a bigger purpose. So for you, what is it that you're looking for? Or like, what is it, or some of the qualities in a guy that you think are important?
So what I always say is, I don't say everything, because then, you know, some people can be chameleons.
Yes. Yeah,
and what you say is what they'll be for the time being. You know?
God wants for me.
So for me, I think someone has a relationship with Christ.
Yes. Like God fearing. You have a conviction.
Yes, God
like that thing has to be there. That's true.
Emotionally intelligent.
Ooh, we don't talk about that enough.
Emotionally intelligent.
That's a big. Oh, okay. Elaborate a little bit on that, so those brothers know.
So when I say emotionally intelligent, I'd say someone who can have a conversation about feelings and have a conversation like
about their emotions and how they feel,
and they don't feel like you're arguing with them.
Oh, that's a really good point.
You know,
that's a really good point.
Yeah, they can articulate what they're feeling. You know, even for us, I feel like as women sometimes we can't articulate what we're feeling. It takes some time to, you know, get there. So that's a big one for me. Yes. You know, when I say this, people think I'm doing too much, but we have to have like similar musical interests, because I'm a musician, I'm a singer.
That's a good point.
So I've met guys who are great, but they just like they don't listen, like they don't understand. You know, like when you play the song, like they don't feel it.
They don't feel the pain.
Yeah.
So it doesn't mean that.
Get it.
So it doesn't mean he has to be a musician or anything, but it's like he has to like. He can't be like, I don't like that.
Yeah, you gotta appreciate.
Have
an appreciation for the arts.
I know exactly what you mean.
I mean, a musician would be ideal. You know, because I mean, the bond that way.
I mean, no, but that is very true, because I feel like as a creative, I'm like that too. Like I feel like whoever I'm with, like he doesn't need to be a creative per se, but it's appreciated if he understands what I'm doing in my world. If he's a creative too, that's amazing, but it doesn't have to be like he needs to know exactly, you know, what I'm doing. He's doing the same thing, but I think that appreciation level is key. I think of course attraction, that's a big one.
Attraction is a big one. A
big one. I think like being attracted to the person that you're gonna spend the rest of your life with, like what?
That's a given.
A big given.
That's a big given.
I agree on that. Do you have any preference in terms of like anything else that these brothers should know? You gonna put it in the application. Listen, we do a little matchmaking service over here, on Cooking with JAmoahSpeaks.
I mean, I'll say this, like, if I'm standing next to you, I need to feel like I'm standing next to a man. You know?
Protect that.
You know?
She don't want nobody, like, is that your brother? Is that your brother?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So, like, just give a little man, you know?
I like that. Okay, yes. I
feel like I'm the same as my mom, because my dad was 6'1".
Oh, yeah, my dad too. Yes, my dad too. My dad too. That's so true. That is so true.
But height is not everything. It's something, but it's not everything. You know,
that's a good point.
If they meet the non-negotiables, all those other things are, you know, secondary.
Perfect.
So.
And I would say also too, maybe lastly, like somebody that you could be friends with. Like
listen,
somebody you
there's
can really
you're gonna not like each other.
It's true.
It's the friendship
that is a very good point. That friendship
the relationship.
And somebody who's actually God led. You know what I mean? Like when I'm having moments, they could be like, "Babe, let's pray, let's do this. Like, you know, I'm here for you." Like just supportive. You know what I mean? Like I feel like a lot of guys talk that way and they're just arrogant about their faith. And honestly speaking, I think we were even having this conversation, I think especially as like Christians dating, like it's just some of the selection, it's like, Lord Jesus, like it doesn't necessarily mean the person has to be like right away at that level. God might be using the person to get to that level. So now we figured out the criteria, what you're looking for when it comes to guys.
I said most of it. The rest we'll figure out when we get there.
Exactly.
Because we don't want any chameleons.
And I think the main thing too is also don't rush.
No.
Right? Don't rush because you feel like your time or whatever, because you see everyone getting married or having kids. Wait on the Lord. Let God bring you the right person and bring you your heart's desires. So don't settle.
Do not settle.
Don't settle.
Do not
because
settle.
the person is comfortable and it's like, you know what I mean? I think as women sometimes we're so quick to settle because it's like, oh, I don't know. And even for guys too, don't settle. Do not settle. So
the rice is done, guys.
Perfect. Look at that.
Look at that.
That is like perfect rice. Like on point.
Okay, so we're gonna have the shrimp now.
Okay.
You wanna do the honors?
Yes, please.
Go ahead.
Okay, guys. See me? Hi, Mom. Okay. All right, we are adding in the shrimp.
Yes.
It's giving, y'all.
So, I've been cooking since I'd say like about 7, 8, 9.
Hey,
girl, I just know.
She came out the womb.
Listen, I came out the womb of grown women, okay? So, yeah, I've been cooking for a long time, but my specialty is jollof rice. And honestly, like I don't even know how it happened, but I think I started at home, so I would cook for my brother, my mom, everyone, and my best friend Gloria, who
shout out to Gloria.
Yeah, Gloria. Glam by Gigi, she does makeup, so you can follow her on Instagram as well.
Yes, come on, shout out, we love it.
Yes.
So we're gonna start this. I love
so
it.
actually, the way I got my business name, which is called the Jollof Factory, it's really now even though it's called the Jollof Factory, I make a lot of different things aside from jollof. Just like you see how you have the Cheesecake Factory, but there's other foods there. That's how I got the name.
Yes.
So I actually went to this. I was invited to this to do this gig. It's this prophetic conference.
Wow.
And I went with my friend, Toyshe at that time. He actually invited me.
Nice.
So we went and we were singing, we were doing worship and everything. And after the conference, I kid you not, like they were talking about business and all these things. As we finished the conference and I was walking out, the name The Jollof Factory just came to me.
It was like God just said.
Literally, it just came.
Boom.
And at first I was like, I don't know, the Jollof Factory or not. And I asked one of my friends, they were like, I don't know if you should make that the name because the people are gonna think you only make jollof and blah blah blah. Now I'm doing this to get the little extra butter.
Yes.
But then
but you see, when God puts something on your heart to do it, even though you feel that resistance, it's like no, it will keep coming back. Like no, do this, do this, do this.
Yeah.
Right. You see that?
Guys,
it's time to eat.
It is. So the rice is done already, but I kind of took the cover off a little bit so it doesn't get too soft, right? Because you don't want soggy rice.
That's true. Jollof Factory is happening. 2023 is his year. Is the takeover in Jesus' name.
Amen.
And and like she said, she doesn't just do jollof. You do a whole bunch of other things.
Listen, I just made buffroats. I don't know if you've ever heard of it. Or Ghanaians call buffroats. Nigerians call it puff puff.
Yes.
It's like
a donut. Like a little donut. Yeah.
My first time making it was last week. Did you see the little thing I posted?
I saw that. I was like,
guys, it came out
so good.
It came out immaculate.
Oh my god.
So now that's on my
menu.
list of things on my menu. Yes. And you know, we can make it a little cute. You know,
that's true.
They like to put a little powdered sugar, you know.
Get fancy with it.
Fancy with it too.
I love it. And I just love the fact that you're such a multi-talented person.
All the glory to God, y'all. All the glory to God.
That's on period. So we are gonna dish up.
We're gonna make it cute now.
So with everything that you have going on, like what would be your best piece of advice for anybody that wants to start a business, or anybody that's following their dreams and feels like, you know, it's just hard and like they feel discouraged? What would be your best piece of advice?
First thing is, if it's scary and it's hard, that's good. If it doesn't scare you, that's not it.
That's true.
If it doesn't scare you, that's not it. Now, if it's scary and you feel like, how am I going to do it? That's what you need to do. You know why? Because you're going to have to depend on God for that.
That's true.
So that's my first piece of advice. My second piece of advice would be to not be scared to make mistakes.
I love that.
Don't be scared to make mistakes. And there's no need to rush. Listen, everyone goes on their own pace, right?
Yes.
And don't compare. Social media, listen, I always tell people social media is fake.
It is.
I can literally post a picture of me in Barbados.
Yes.
And I'm sitting in my bedroom.
That is so true.
Literally.
That is so true.
So don't follow social media. Don't follow the crowd. If this is something that you feel like you're naturally gifted at and talented at, keep working at it. Pray about it. Maybe confide in maybe one or two people that you truly trust. One or two.
Don't have
one or two, no more. Because you don't know.
That's true. Everyone doesn't.
Not everybody that smiles in your face is, you know,
that is
really want the best for you. So one or two, and then go for it. And there's no rush. Yes, time waits for no one, but it's better. I feel like it's more important to make sure that you're doing the right thing. Don't rush. Don't take any shortcuts.
Exactly.
If your following is 100, your following is 100.
That's true.
It's gonna grow. Be authentic. And the right people, the right following, the right supporters are going to come through.
I love that. I love that. And I think that's a great piece of advice to just continue going on and don't think that you have to have everything figured out or like, oh my God, I need everything to be perfect before you start. Just start and make mistakes. That's okay. Like you're never going to get it right.
Ask for help.
Ask for help. Oh,
ask for help.
That's a big one.
Listen, don't be too proud, child.
That's so true.
You'll be surprised how many people have went through what you're going through and can give you some advice.
That is very true.
You know?
Use your resources.
Use your resources.
That is a very good point.
Use your resources.
Listen, you dropping gems, y'all. Listen, we getting food, spiritual nourishment, food nourishment, everything. Like I love it, and we are about to try this food, y'all.
Right, so now we're gonna make it a little fancy.
We have to make it a little fancy.
Okay, y'all. So you grab yourself a little parsley flakes. You know, if you have a little flour, you know how to do it in the restaurants. So you just
do a little
dabble a little bit. Girl, you see this?
Wow.
Now don't just look.
This right here, you know how much this will cost you at a restaurant?
This is giving around like 40. What you think?
Come on, this is giving 45.
Because this is shrimp.
This giving like 45.
45. Yes, 45.
45.
I agree.
Amazing. No, this? Oh my God, this is disrespectful. Oh my God, y'all. The bride price has gone up. I'm tired. Wow, the rice, the seasoning. This is so good, y'all. You guys have to try this dish.
So good.
It's so good. Geneviva, thank you so much for joining me. Before we wrap up, please let us know where we can follow you at.
Okay.
Where they can book you, all that for singing, cooking, everything. Let us know, y'all.
So all my social media is at Aviveneg. So that's my name backwards, Aviveneg. You can find me on all my social media using Aviveneg. Now, for my cooking page, that's called the Jollof Factory. Really simple. You can find me there. If you want to book me for a birthday party, a wedding, shoot me a DM, or you can email me at thejolloffactory@gmail.com. Either way, I'll respond to you. So,
I love it. I love it. Geneviva, thank you so much for joining me today, girl. This was so much fun, y'all. We could be here for hours, okay?
Listen.
First episode, y'all already know it's going to be a good one. So.
And I need you guys to go ahead and follow my sis.
Oh,
I'm so serious. She is not only sweet just on social media, she's a sweet person in general.
Thank you.
Her spirit is amazing. And I really want you guys to go all out for my girl, okay?
Thank you, y'all.
Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you share. Make sure you like. If you try this dish, make sure to tag her.
Period.
You can tag me too.
Tag all of us.
Yes. Okay. But
please,
please support my sister.
Oh, I love it. Thank you so much. I love that. This is so beautiful, and this is what we need to be seeing more of. You know what I mean? So we hope you guys enjoyed this episode. It was so much fun. We hope you guys enjoyed it, loved it, loved the food. Don't forget to tag us, comment, like, subscribe, and share. And we'll see you on the next episode. Ciao.
Bye.